Last month, Florida's Attorney General ended its 2-year investigation into child sex abuse by Catholic priests.
And while the investigation found a multitude of them had histories of abusing children in our state, not a single priest could be prosecuted for it. New at 11, ABC 27 investigator Katie LAGRONE is taking a closer look at why.
I just feel it's another slap in the face and tossed aside, and twisting in the wind.
Eugene Rosenquest's response to Florida ending its investigation into sexual abuse by Catholic priests without a single priest prosecuted for it. Rosenquest is a church abuse survivor.
It's difficult enough to be violated, and then it's difficult, and it's further, difficult to then have everybody turn their back on you and say, that's life.
Sexually abused when he was a teen living in New York, Rosenquest now leads a Florida support group for survivors of priest abuse. Last month, Florida's Attorney General issued this report announcing while it received nearly 300 tips and identified nearly 100 Florida priests accused of past abuse, it was barred from prosecuting any of them because either the priest in question died or the statute of limitations had already expired, leaving these priests free and their victims fighting for justice.
This is just another loophole for assaulters to evade justice.
And one we found state lawmakers have yet to fix. Despite years of efforts and some new laws, today in Florida, adults who were sexually abused as a child more than 10 years ago still can't civilly sue their abusers. Not the case in New York, where a law passed last year gives child sex abuse victims until the age of 55 to seek justice.
Why don't we have that here in Florida?
We had to go through a number of compromises.
Earlier this year, Representative TRACIE Davis helped champion a new Florida law that eliminates the statute of limitations on some sex crimes. But it's not retroactive, meaning victims from the past are left in the past.
We had members of the Senate that did not feel like someone that had been sexually abused or assaulted could remember all of the details of that type of assault.
After decades of suffering, Eugene is finally in the process of getting justice from his abuse by the Catholic Church in New York. But here in Florida, where he lives now, others just like him are left to wait for their chance.
In the long term, it's got to change.
Several Florida lawmakers, including Senators Lauren Book and Chevron Jones, both victims of childhood sexual abuse, plan to take up this issue again next session. Katie LAGRONE, ABC 27, investigates.